This is a follow-up to the discussion we've had on formal letter. This is a model. This is a question that you can use as part of a self-study when writing yours. This is a question. You have noticed a general decline in the level of discipline and morality in your society. Write a letter to the editor of a national newspaper discussing some instances of this decline and its probable causes, and suggest ways in which the trend can be reversed. So this is the question, a typical question of a formal letter, clear enough, well understood. So as usual, it begins with the writer's address, which is written at the top right hand corner of the paper. We have here the address, PO Box 753, depends. You may use your school address or your PO Box. So coming back to the left hand side, you could see the receiver or the recipient address. This is very crucial. Like I said earlier in the other series, how do you know who to write to? You get the address of the recipient from the question given to you. So here the question says write a letter to the editor. So you write the editor, National Vanguard, Apapa. After that, of course, is your salutation, which is dear sir. So this is definite. The writer here wrote only sir. So sir, if you are not sure, you can put madam there. Comma, then you move. Please don't forget to punctuate your addresses. Let your addresses, both addresses, be well punctuated. Then you move on to the headline, the topic, the head topic of the letter, which is compulsory when writing a formal letter. The title says decline in the level of discipline and morality in our society. So let's move through the paragraphs and see how this writer has well explained the letter. I wish to express my views on the general decline in the level of discipline and morality in our society. It is obvious that there is generally a low level of discipline and morality in our society. Indiscipline and immorality are now rife and they are common with the youth and children. Children no longer respect their parents, and our teenagers display a great level of immorality and indiscipline. Children flagrantly disobey their parents. In schools, students often behave irrationally. They conduct themselves in unruly manner. They do not have respect for the rules and regulations guiding civilized behaviors in the society. Government laws and edicts are circumvented at will. Pornography is also rampant among the teenagers. Remember, the question says, give instances of this decline. So the writer here is trying to portray the instances, give examples of instances of indiscipline and immorality in our society. The third paragraph, the deplorable level of indiscipline and morality is attributable to the decay in family lives in our society. Children nowadays grow up without imbibing the socially desirable qualities of honesty, humility, integrity, and respect for the dignity of labor. Traditionally in the past, parents used to make sure that their children were properly brought up, and other adults, members of the community, assisted in the process. Nowadays, parents pay little or no attention to the onerous task of bringing up their children. Most of them are hustlers, chasing money and material possessions in the naive belief that money maketh the man or woman. In pursuance of this erroneous belief, parents have abandoned the upbringing of their children to house helps who are completely ignorant of the daunting challenges before them. Most of the house helps are too young and immature, and this is worsened by the fact that they are mostly ill-treated by their employers. Thus, they are ill-equipped to play the role of surrogate parents to the children put under their care. Therefore, many young men and women nowadays grow up without proper parental guidance, and consequently they are completely bereft of those important psychological and moral qualities necessary for a disciplined and morally upright life. The causative factors of this immorality and indiscipline are being discussed in these paragraphs. Another reason for indiscipline and immorality in a society is distorted societal values. Little value is placed on good societal behavior. Children emulate their parents and the youth follow the steps of the elders. A society which places undue emphasis on money cannot but reap the whirlwind of indiscipline and immorality. The fact is that most of our elders have created the impression that what matters most is money. They are indifferent to how such money was made in the first place. Our philosophy of life and worldviews are topsy-turvy indeed. This ugly trend can be reversed. Parents have an important role to play. You can see that the writer has moved to suggesting ways which the trend can be reversed. This ugly trend can be reversed. Parents have an important role to play. They must ensure that they find time to train their children. Parents must endeavor to be good examples to their children. They must promote values that will reorientate their children towards good behavior and disciplined life. The society at large also has to promote good moral virtues and values. The situation where our traditional rulers derive pleasure in giving chieftaincy titles to well-known scoundrels and criminals because they are stickingly rich must stop. If we can do all this, there will be a change in the attitude of our youths, and indiscipline and immorality will be reduced, if not totally eradicated in our society. This is well elaborated. All the numbers, everything ticked. All the answers, the questions ticked. Talked about the instances, moved to the probable causes, and this writer has suggested ways in which this trend can be reversed. Let's move to the complimentary close and the subscripts. Yours faithfully, your signature, Victor Fakunle. So, this is just an example or a model of how a formal letter can be written. Please, candidates, pay attention to your questions. Make sure you tick all the boxes. If possible, as you are writing, take a look briefly at the answers, at the question again. It goes a long way in helping you to write coherently, accurately, and well-packed, informed formal letter. Remember, you are writing to inform. You are writing to also earn good marks in your English language. Till I meet with you next time in my next series, I've got for you here some study questions which you can use to study, to look at them. Some study questions which you can study at your leisure, write them out and grade yourself. Compare your notes with the example given to you as a model. Till I meet with you in the next series, keep learning and keep being the best version of yourself in letter writing. Bye.